Hey, we got Drewz Viewz here, and I'm back to react to Little Infinity Train, back on the old train for season 4, the final season. I do believe, I think there was some petitions or things on Twitter, I don't know, all the little things I saw. I believe like people are trying to get the show to keep going, but as of now, I think this is the final season. Who knows where the future like shows rarely get completely canceled anymore. They can bring them back years later, or who knows what. But so I don't know what that means for the conclusion of the grander story. Maybe the writers probably had more they wanted to do, but I'm excited to see what we do get here with the 4th season. Really enjoyed all 3 seasons so far. The season 3 being my favorite, I would probably say, having a little time to reflect on it now. It was a darker season to a degree. Certainly the finale that I watched last time was pretty dark, with the grisly demise of Simon from the creatures that are in the wasteland that get on the train too and stuff. It was a little bit of a redemption arc for Grace, who is the main character last season. We've had a different kind of main character each time. It was a little bit split with Grace and Simon last season. Obviously season 1 being, well, season 2 was a little bit like that too, with Mirror, Tulip, and Jesse. And yeah, season 1 was our introduction with just regular Tulip, and our introduction to 1-1, the true conductor and all this stuff. Of course, last season there's a lot of debate about what's real, who is the true conductor. We were reintroduced to Amelia, who was one of the main people that convinced Grace that her way of thinking was wrong about this. You are supposed to get off the train. You don't want to have the highest number. So I'm interested to see if we'll see Grace, Amelia, and some of these characters again this season. I wouldn't be surprised if we do a check-in on them at some point, or they pop up at some point. The cat likes to come back a lot, so I certainly won't be surprised if we get her. Randall, all our favorites. But yeah, last season, yeah, like I said, was really good. I'm interested to see what this is going to go. I'm almost wondering if it's going to go a little bit back to like something from season 1, with kind of a new person coming in, experiencing everything for the first time, which wasn't exactly the case the last 2 seasons. However, I have a little clue here with the title is called The Twin Tapes, and I saw this little screen caption here, which has like 2 guys on it, 2 boys. It looks like maybe twins, maybe. So maybe we're gonna get 2 characters like this, twins getting on the train. Is maybe just one's gonna get on or something like that. We'll have to see. We haven't really had any like Simon, I said, was a pretty main character last time, but we haven't had too many male main characters on the show, so that could be interesting, a little bit different if that is the case here. And then yeah, so this is not called the something car either. Last time was the new Apex, the season 3 finale. I was thinking that was the first time we got an episode that wasn't called the something car, but then I looked back and the season 1 finale was called The Engine. So I guess this will be the 3rd episode that doesn't follow that titling convention. So far only premieres and finales though, so we'll see. But yeah, I'm ready to just roll right into it, see what we get here with these new characters, if we get any new denizens of the train as well, I'm sure, and everything like that. Let's do it. Oh, and also I'll say this, since this is the new season 2, if anyone new is coming in for the reactions here, did have to start putting them all on Daily Motion, so the link will be right down below. That does mean for Infinity Train, though, since it's a shorter episode anyway, I do basically put my full reaction on Daily Motion. I did start doing that for season 3, different from some other shows I do where I still cut it up, but check those out anyway, see what else I got going on. Without further ado, let's see what these twins are talking about. All right, so the stakes definitely seem to be getting raised here, or at least it's more revealed to us now what the stakes are, where obviously I was surprised, like I mentioned last season 3 finale, to see Simon actually die, someone actually die in the train, not to mention a fairly brutal fashion in front of a bunch of children. And now 1-1 saying at the end there, they will die also if they can't figure it out. I guess I don't know if that means just die of old age on the train like Amelia might, or whatever, or just is an even higher stake. Like if they don't figure it out in a certain time frame, they're gonna die for some reason. So so obviously still don't know everything then, but got a pretty good picture now, and showing us what we already learned from the end of season 2 there with the like the numbers and all that. Amelia seemed to be surprised. Like, this is the first time two people have come in together like this that she's seen. So that's an interesting setup for the season as well. That it is two people, not literal twins like I was thinking it would be from the title, but kind of friend twins. I guess they're obviously born on the same day, maybe even. It seemed like right around the same time, because that was their father's talking at the beginning off screen when they're showing them. So Ryan and Mingy, well, I don't think they're gonna make that show in New York, which whatever that might be. Who knows how truthful Ryan was being about what that is. We saw him playing like bingo halls and retirement homes and stuff. And then going to uni might be put on hold, because as we know, the time does continue while they're on the train during season 1 until the end of that season. I was thinking it could be a time standstill when you're on sort of thing. What would you call that? You know, just like another realm or something of time. But no, not the case. And then so okay, they're Canadians. We had some good Canadian accent stuff in there. I think Ryan was from like a big family, so I guess that's where they were at the beginning. Toward the beginning, when their kids performing whatever that was about. Mingy's doing a little, I don't know what you call that thing, that little instrument, but so I guess he's trying to be more responsible or whatever, do what people more expect, like go to school, get a job, the sort of thing. Ryan wants to follow the dream. But maybe Mingy's a little scared of taking the risks. I think that was purposeful as well. You know how he said it, about to major in something risk assessment, when he seems to be risk averse, obviously. So a little clever writing in there. So I would imagine the season's gonna go. They have to work together. Obviously, they have to. I don't know what the goal is gonna be, because like, despite being the risk averse or whatever, it's not like he's doing a bad thing necessarily. I think most people do kind of just have a normal type of life like that, try to do the responsible thing. So is it going to be some type of meet in the middle sort of thing? Because he did kind of ditch him, you know, at that one show, which wasn't too cool. Trying initially at the Battle of the Bands thing, left him hanging there. So I'm sure that may come up again. Yeah, but so this is a new setup with the two of them together, and two, you know, good friends, obviously, even though they might have been estranged more recently. We haven't seen something like that so far on the train, so we'll have to see how they deal with it. Yeah, will they get separated at any point? And then have to come back together? I'm sure they're not just gonna automatically start working together great and figuring everything out right away. So it'll be interesting to see what leads them down one path or the other, and what like I was talking about a little bit before, but yeah, what the risks actually are in terms of the dangers actually are on the train now, from what we know. But yeah, great to check in with Amelia at the end there. And yeah, I see why it wasn't called the something car, because it was basically a prologue for the season here and for their lives. So yeah, I'm excited. So I'll be doing a season 4 episode 2 next time. Do join me back for that. Do subscribe to the channel here if you're not already. Feel free to comment and like all of that good stuff. But until that time, I'm gonna be disembarking from the train for now. Peace.
Here, fresh oranges. They are very good for you.